Hello. I feel awkward today. Yeah, but let's go. Let's pull cards. I'm going to ask my higher self today for someone who watches this video. Let's be honest, nobody's going to watch it live. Somebody might watch it later. Let's see. Higher self, I ask you to guide me to the correct cards that the person who watches this video needs to think about, to learn, and why do I keep doing this? Okay, awkward. Okay, yes, you have those days where you just feel awkward, and some days you're on, some days you can do it, some days you can really get yourself together and feel comfortable with people, even the people that are not really here, but you are recording this, so eventually it's going to be there available for somebody to see. And um, yeah, some days you can pull it together and feel good and comfortable, and then some days you can't. I feel like this is one of those days when I'm struggling a little bit to feel comfortable on camera, which is funny because I'm on camera every day when I'm working. My job is to teach online, and when the cameras are on, I turn it on. And I get that energy and that excitement, enthusiasm, and personality to keep my students engaged. But for some reason, I'm off working. I'm not working today, so maybe that's why. I'm going to pull. Okay, higher self, please guide me to a card that will be very helpful for someone who is watching this video. And my higher self has guided me. Oh my God. This is the card from the thumbnail that I shot before. I pulled this card just randomly and I shot a thumbnail with it. And I mixed the cards all up and it came back the same card. So this is clearly the card for today. Okay, it's about a lesson. Okay, good to know. All right, let me safely put my cards back in their beautiful home. Go back in your little house. Okay, now we're going to pull a picture. Now I'm going to mix these again. I just shuffled them, but I'm going to shuffle them again. And I did not pull for the thumbnail a picture card. So we'll see. My higher self says, this is the one. It's the only card that's empty. The cards all have pictures. That is so weird. So what do I do with this? What do I do with this? What do I do with this lesson? Okay, lesson. What does this mean? Do you hear the helicopter? Helicopter is teaching me a lesson of patience. A lesson of patience. I did choose to live in this city, this Los Angeles, that is noisy. So I need to learn a lesson of patience, perhaps. Um, okay, so your my higher self pulled these cards for you. Okay, let me think. Okay, lesson blank. Lesson blank. Okay. So everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. We know this. This is nothing new. Every experience we have is a lesson. Every single person you meet can teach you a lesson. Um, everything's a lesson. And when something happens and it feels like an everyday occurrence and it's nothing special, it's there for you to learn from. It doesn't mean that every single thing that happens, every single day, every moment, you have to be racking your brain to figure out what's the lesson in this, because that will drive you insane. Oh, I've got one. I've got one. Sometimes you have to clear your mind. Clear your mind, and the lessons will come. One thing that really helps me when I'm feeling uninspired, not creative, is to get in the shower. For some reason, being in the shower, maybe the sound and the feeling of the water and the sound of the water, it helps me to let go of everything outside that is distracting me, and creative ideas just pop into my head when I'm in the shower. Clear your mind, meditate, find some quiet, stop scrolling your phone. I find that lately I get caught up in scrolling Instagram reels or shorts on YouTube, and I never feel good after. But yet, it's always like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Like something exciting is going to happen. There's going to be something exciting here. It's like opening Christmas gifts, when you open the gifts, and after the gifts are all opened, it's kind of a letdown. You feel a little sad. It's that, dopamine thing that everybody's been talking about. But filling up this with all of the random noise coming from every person in the world who is now making content online, myself included. Um, we need to get back to this. Now, it doesn't mean we're Buddhist monks and we're going to be able to reach these high levels of transcendence through meditation. Um, we have our daily lives to live, our money to make, our kids to take care of, our toilets to clean. But the more we can achieve this, the lessons will just come to us. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Um, okay, I think that's it. Should I pull another one? Just a quickie? Let's pull another one just for fun. Okay. Reach in the box. Reach in the box. I'm not putting that one. Oh, maybe I should. I'll put this one back in. Wouldn't that be insane if it comes up again? That'd be hilarious. But I won't. It won't. I know it. Okay, higher self, higher self, higher self. Pull a card for me and for you. Ooh, look at that one. I've gotten this card before. It says sex. Okay. And then pull a picture card. Let's see. I put the blank one back in there. Picture card is, oh, ooh, okay. There's a matchbook. Oh, that's funny. There's a match. This is bringing a humorous thought to my mind. The humorous thought that's coming to mind is that sex, as I'm older, there's not much there's not much left. There's not much time left. There's not much power left to ignite that fire, that sexual energy, that excitement. Yeah, it's kind of getting toward the end. There's still a little bit left though. There's still a little bit left. But as I get older, sex is not as important to me as it was. And I do feel like it was such a distraction when I was younger. It's all I thought about, and being a gay person in a time when it wasn't really accepted to be gay, it was still frowned upon by the majority of people. Now it's highly accepted. I think I saw a survey recently where it was like 76% of Americans are in favor of gay marriage, think that there's, gay people should be able to get married. Um, so I mean, it's not what it was. But when I was a kid, it was very taboo. And yeah, so that made it even more in my head where I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I wasted so many years worrying about sex and thinking about sex. And I wonder, do other people have that same issue? Um, where you feel like you're focusing on all the wrong things. I'm sure people do. Focusing on all the wrong things, like it could be sex, or it could be food, or it could be drugs, or it could be alcohol, or it could be a particular person, or it could be anything that you're addicted to that just takes all your power and energy because you're always focusing on that thing instead of other things like creating loving friendships, a home that you love, maybe a career, doing something that you enjoy that's fulfilling, or just spending time in nature, or meditating, or learning about the world and the universe and how everything really works. Uh, so, as I've reached this part of my sexual journey, I'm not really that sad about it. I'm kind of relieved. It's kind of a relief not to be thinking about sex all the time. Not that all older people, I mean, some older people probably are very sexually active and enjoy it, and it's wonderful for them. Um, but it's never been that great for me, to be honest. I do have some type of issues around this, emotional issues, which I've never worked out really. So maybe with this one remaining spark, this one remaining match, maybe, yeah, maybe I will somehow work that out. Yeah, but if you've watched this, I hope you feel good today. Maybe you thought about your life a little. Maybe you learned something about yourself. And it was nice to have someone to talk to, even though there's no one here. Um, Somebody will watch it later, probably. But have a wonderful day. And I'm going to end this now. Bye.